Hello everybody, my name is Master Juniper Blue Mystique. I am an Ascension Master, Master Healer, and a Divine Guide. Today I'm going to bring you a spell casting, and particularly pertaining to this upcoming full moon on September 17th, as well as accompanying a partial solar eclipse with it. So I channeled a spell casting just a bit ago for the purposes of this full moon and what it's here to help us do. Now, this is the second full moon of, 4 major ones. There goes my card. You saw that. That was cool. Of upcoming 4 major full moons. Now, we are going through the ascension. This is, in fact, the return of Christ. You don't have to believe me. I actually have proof of that all over this channel in which you find this video upon. I'm trying to light this black sage, but it's very oily, so it's having a hard time lighting. So, you know, with the ascension, which is truly the return of Christ, it has everything to do with the sun and the moon. Sekhmet and Hours. It's not just about Jesus. It was about Adam and Eve, Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and Sekhmet and Hours. Okay, so I'm just blessing these cards a bit, using this black sage to help cleanse everything. So I have a channeled message, or a channeled spell casting, that I will do for you to help you receive this full moon and all its truths and pleasantries and abilities to help you, as well as a card pool that I will be doing. Okay, this is a homemade candle filled with Christ light, filled with the energy of the sun and the moon. I make those as well. So there's a lot of power on this table. Okay, so I want you to be open to receive, number 1. So I will also start out with some light language. These pyramids were also handmade and filled with Christ light. It's very true. I encourage you to check out my Ascension playlist, okay? Because on this channel, you will find the workshops that I have been doing since 2019. That until I was completed, I really didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I was doing them, from clearing Mount Shasta to activating pyramids to freeing Jesus's soul to undoing the Holy Grail, uniting Jesus and Mary once more, the rise of Sekhmet and Horus, fixing the sun and the moon, removing all darkness of the moon, and I do mean all of it, to the final timeline of union of Adam and Eve and the Nile portal as well. Okay, activating pyramids all over the globe, from Indonesia, Myanmar, Machu Picchu, Budapest, Thailand, Congo, Kilimanjaro, and more. Okay, these are not what you would expect for the pyramids, but they are the masculine and feminine ones. So this truly is what I'm hearing right now, is the rise of Adam and Eve right now. Okay, we are in the stage of the rise of Adam and Eve. All of that has already been undone, and I've been processing that through as I was doing the 13 Gates of Ascension implementation. Okay, now for some of you, this will spark your shadow. But for those who are ready to ascend and have their heart open, it's going to make a little bit more sense, right? So where our shadow lies, it's hard for us to see. It's hard for us to see past those lies and ego and things like that. So this full moon is here to truly accompany us and help us open our heart even more, okay? It's here to expose truths inside and out. So I'm going to start with a little bit of light language, okay? And then I'm going to pull a card message, and then I will end it with a spell casting to help you with this full moon section time frame, okay? So I don't always do my videos this way. I am a pure channel. I am a master healer, a true master healer, a true ascension master. So I do a lot of things. I have a Hertz music channel where I create Hertz music to help you in healing. I have an energy light movement healing channel where I actually do light movement healing exercises and things and some healings. I do guided meditations on this channel. I channel spirit. And I also upload a lot of the Return of Christ work on this channel. Okay, so check out all my channels. I encourage you to, if it draws to you or calls to you. Because, you know, it takes a lot of profound healing. I have the Path to Righteousness, which is the entire Return of Christ. But it's only available for those whose heart is ready to rise, right? So that's why it's not just freely given. I've tried to give it away for free and that didn't work either, but God actually told me not to. Because when you embark upon this journey, if you're not ready, okay, it will solidify the blindness within you. So we don't want that, right? Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little light language to open up your heart. And then I will read the spell casting. And then I will do the card message. Okay? I do burp when I connect, so forgive that. Just take a deep breath. And I just want you to kind of take your focus to your chest. You don't have to close your eyes or anything. Excuse me. Just feel into your chest. The light language that I do is the language of God. We returned that during the Return of Christ stuff as well. Raising Atlantis, I did a lot of things in there, and it took me 5 years to do it all. So as I'm saying this, the image that I get is the sun and the moon in your heart space. So I'm aligning them in your heart space, the moon on the left and the sun on the right of your heart. And then the figure 8 in between, allowing the energy to flow freely between the two. Okay, so now I'm going to read the spell casting that I channeled for this full moon healing, okay? This full moon has everything to do with, allowing the truths to be seen is what I'm hearing. Okay, it's really profound for truths rising. And if we're not ready for them and we block them off, we don't get to go through these portals right. Okay, so it's important, if you're ready, to allow those to happen, because some are rising and some are not, right? You're either rising right now or you're not. You won't get another chance to. So some of us are truly ready to rise, and that's what this is for. So if this is for you and this calls to you, just accept this. Okay, that's all you have to do is accept this. You can also pause it and write it down if you would like to. This is a channeled spell casting by me. I rise to the occasion without fear, to see what is truly rising, and allow to rise what I hold tight and near. I let go of all ego, the need to always feel right, the need to always know, and to control my outer world through inner fright. I allow all hidden truths to surface without delay, so that I can see clearly again along the way. I open my heart in ways I have never done before, so that I may rise through the open door. You can see what I've been reading. I'm almost done. Full moon rising, guide the way. I give you permission to change things in miraculous ways. I open myself up to accept all changes, even if they are the strangest, as I fill my heart with the highest light, energy, and love. I will read it one more time, okay? I rise to the occasion without fear, to see what is truly rising and allow to rise what I hold tight and near. I let go of all ego, the need to always feel right, the need to always know and to always control my outer world through inner fright. I allow all hidden truths to surface without delay, so that I can see clearly again along the way. I open my heart in ways I have never done before, so that I may rise through this open door. Full moon rising, guide the way. I give you permission to change things in miraculous ways. I open myself up to accept all changes, even if they are the strangest, as I fill my heart with the highest light, energy, and love. It was beautiful. This is a portal. Okay, so these full moons are portals because of what I did to the sun and the moon. They are different than ever before. Okay, this is super important to understand that, because during the return of Christ, I did things to the moon. I did things to the sun. I've removed all darkness from the moon. Okay, and this will affect everyone, whether you're rising or not. Okay, the only division now is between darkness and light. We cannot have duality anymore. You cannot have duality. So the key to these portals is healing the heart all the way. The heart must be healed all the way to make it through these portals. So open it deeply. And that's what that is here to help you do. Okay. We also have to be willing to accept truths in our inner world and outer world that we may never have expected before. And a message of getting out of our comfort zone. Okay. So now I'm going to pull some cards for you guys and see what Spirit has to say regards to anything else through the cards. I'm a pure channel, so at times Spirit does come through me whenever they see fit. But I love to pull cards too because they're fun, they're good, they're great. They are a tool of divination. Do we always need them? No. I also have to tell you that during the birthing of the new earth, I called back all light, day 6, of all tools of divination. So if you expect to remain in duality, you cannot, okay? You just can't. Nobody can remain in duality even if they wanted to, because it is the return of Christ. So either you solidify in darkness or you rise to the light, okay? But you cannot house the light in the darkness anymore. You cannot house divination tools where the shadow is anymore. You just can't do it. When I brought down the anointing of the blood of Christ right before I undid the Holy Grail, I talked about these things. It was a karmic shift. Okay? It is time to now to release all karma, to set it free. It is time to let all shadow and wounds go. So mote it be. Because we need to rise to the light. Also, during this final phase of the return of Christ, implementing the 13 portals of ascension and things, I called back all tools of like symbols, all symbolism. So where religion had them divided, okay, they divided all of our tools of symbolism and light as well. And those have also been called back. You cannot house religion. It is a shadow because God is in our heart and we are all connected. So there should be no division. What was truly done to Jesus and Mary Magdalene, to Adam and Eve, and Sekhmet and Hours was not good. They lied to you about a lot of things. Okay, and all of that plays out on this channel. The return of Christ is not just Jesus, okay? Everything they told you was fragmented pieces of truths and spread throughout humanity, so that way you would solidify into them and accept the lies along with them. And it is time to truly let go of the lies. Okay? So let me just connect a little deeper. As I was talking about that, I felt somebody's angst and yucky rise in their heart. Because that's what I do. I invoke the shadow. Because I speak pure light and pure truth. And it does that. This channel that you find this upon, if you watch the Return of Christ work, you have to push past that resistance. Excuse me. All right. So I hear this song. Ring ding dong, ring ding 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 dong. Hey you, sitting over there. You better get up out of your chair and work your body down. No time to funk around, 'cause we gonna funk you right on up. So get up and get your groove on. So this song that's coming in truly means it's time to move. It is time to move, my friends. Okay, we have to rise. It is time to move. It is time to rise. It is time to groove. We cannot sit still. We cannot wait for things to happen. We have to make them happen. Okay, so they happen on the inside first before they happen in our outer world. All right, things have to change on the inside before they will change in your outer world. The portals are not just they are not just a given. They are for everybody who wishes to rise through them. Okay, but they're not just a given. So we have to take actions. We have to get up and take actions. We have to take actions, and we have to take actions now. It is a rite of passage by those who are taking the actions to rise through them. Okay? Absolutely. You have to heal. You have to choose to see the truth. You have to not throw judgments towards the return of Christ, because that blocks your heart completely. Okay? Judgments are not of God. Fear is not of God. And we have to be willing to see the truth. All right? We have to be. These wands also, if you can see them, they were handmade during the return of Christ work. All of the things I do truly are filled with Christ light. So this is very powerful. So just open up to receive everything here if you wish to. So we have the great serving, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay, the great serving. So the return of Christ is returning to love. It's unfurling back to unconditional love, which is what they took from us. Okay, they divided Adam and Eve, Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and Sekhmet and Hours. They took away the balance of the masculine and feminine, because God is the vibration of pure, unconditional love. Unconditional, not conditional. Conditional love is not love, and that's what a lot was here. Okay, so this truly is about the great serving. It is time to rise through the depths of the darkness and the shadow so we can make way for more light and love. And that's what these portals are about. Okay, so all of these portals are filled with lessons in love. All right, and each time you make a choice through love, unconditional, it helps you rise. It helps you see clearer. It helps you release all the darkness. Okay, watering your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Okay, now we have the song to get up out of your chair. We don't have time to rest, but what this talks about is giving yourself time to sit with your emotions. We have to sit with our deepest emotions and bathe in them, right? We truly need to allow the emotions to flow, especially with this full moon. Okay, with all of them, it's going to cause hidden things to rise, not only internal, but also external, I'm hearing, in a very big way. Okay, so we need to water our garden, all right, which means we need to allow the emotions to flow. We cannot block them. We cannot trap them. We must be willing to feel our deepest emotions that are hidden deep within us, okay, so that they can rise to be free and we can let in more love, all right? This perspective, okay, none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So perspective means that it's not something that is going to be easily seen. Okay, to be understanding what is happening is beyond our limited space of the mind, right? It's beyond our limited space of the mind. Recently, I just did a creative workshop for the Ascension, and a lot of 7D light codes and energy came in, and we were given really cool images from the angels to paint, and I'm working on mine right now. It's a 3-piece one. It's pretty cool. But it truly talks about and responds with a new perspective, a new way of seeing things, a new way of communicating in the world around us, a new way of being. We are changing in big ways, okay? More love. We need to open the heart space to more love and release all the lack and the things that were not love, judgment, fear, ego, okay? We do that by really truly diving into our emotions. If you're medicated and you're on drugs, you cannot feel your emotions. You're detached from your system. So this does require new ways of being, new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing, and acceptance in ways you may not have done before. Okay, getting out of your comfort zone and your usual ways of old life. Okay, weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. This is what this talks truly about everything that I'm saying. We have to release all of this. We have to not worry about everybody else, but we need to be inner right now. We need to be inside, feeling again those emotions all the way up through the depths of our soul and releasing them. It's time to release all the weight that we carry, all of the wounds that we house. And these moons are here to help us do that, especially with this solar eclipse, this partial solar eclipse with it. It's big, you guys. It's uncomfortable. It's yucky feeling at times. It's profound at times. It's different than what you're used to. It's more than what you're used to because of the return of Christ work that I did. It's not a joke. Like, that stuff is profound, and it changes your physical the energy of the earth. It changes things in the energy, the ethereal, and now it's coming back to the earth tenfold. Okay, so all of these cards are speaking very loudly of everything I'm saying. Okay, we need to let go of our wounds. We need to let go of the past. We need to let go of what happened, but also this weight of the world is not just our inner environment. It's talking about the earth as well. Okay, the earth is shifting, it's crumbling, it's falling, it's changing, it's moving, it's grooving, it's expanding. And the earth knows how to recorrect herself. Okay, from the pole shifts that I did to the pyramid activations, it's ancient. It's what some would call aliens, but it's truly God's work. Okay, it's profound. It is deep, deep, deep shifts. Okay, from the inner earth to our inner life, to our inner body, our inner selves, and also our connections to our loved ones. We truly have to let go of the weight that we carry. Okay, Star Keeper, cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. Okay, so you see this portal here in the heart space. I don't know if you can see this in this card. He is like, he has the light coming into his crown, and then this portal opens in the heart space. Now, if you listened to the spellcasting, it truly talks about the need to open the heart space. The only way to do that is releasing all of the muck and the yuck, gaining a new perspective, going inward, not seeing, not thinking, but feeling. Okay, and in that you need to remain grounded. You need to still connect deeply to the earth as well as expand out to the universe, right? So let go of the control of the mind, ground into the earth, and be open in the heart space completely. Okay, inner earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. Okay, you know, in the return of Christ, God doesn't judge. All right, so I asked God what it is. I asked God what judgment day is, and it's you reap what you sow day. It is all karmic based. Some people have argued with me there is no such thing as karma. Well, yes, there is. Okay, that's a shadow component big time. You reap what you sow because we have free will. Okay, so you've created your reality in the way that you will find it. You are responsible for your choices. You are responsible for the gates that you take or refuse to take. It truly is up to you. You paint your reality. Okay, so no matter what, you will go where you have chosen to go, either by getting up and moving and getting out of your chair and taking action and healing deep within your soul, or by refusing to move, by refusing to take the avenues, by refusing and giving way to that resistance. No matter what, you will go where you create yourself to go. But you can't just assume that it's a given. It takes a lot of healing. Okay, it takes a lot of releasing and healing in order to rise to the occasion. Okay, now I have a few moon decks out here too. I have 3 of them to be exact. And then I have my decks out here that I will pull, and a possible tarot card deck if it calls to me to do so. So let's keep going with the message today. All right, it's so important that we must take action. Get up out of your chair and work your body down. No time to funk around, right? We don't have time to waste because these portals will not come again. Okay, it's now or never to rise. You guys, it's now or never to rise. Okay, and that's why God gave you all the path of righteousness, which so many people chose to go into the resistance, right? That's your inner earth. Do you accompany the resistance, or do you give power to the change? Okay, that's what determines where you go. A new way of seeing the world is that I either fall into the resistance, which is my shadow, or I work towards that inner light of change and growth and healing and love. More love. Okay, and I hear that song very loudly. Hey, you sitting over there. You better get up out of your chair and work your body down. No time to funk around. Because we gonna funk you right on up. So get up and get your groove on and get your move on. Because it's the B-R-E. My name's Bree. I thought that was funny. The Spectacular. All right, let's see what this moon deck is. This is a feminine moon deck. I have a masculine and 2 feminine ones out here. There we I need to shuffle it a little bit more. You do need to upgrade your tools of divination. They cannot house shadow. Your heart cannot house shadow if you're going to connect to spirit. With these, you guys, there's something you really have to understand here. If you truly push past the resistance and watch all the work I did without judgment, you're going to see this, okay? Because it's there. But you cannot house shadow and light anymore. You cannot. So where you have refused to let go of shadow, you are blinded to the light. And that light will start to fade out, okay? So you have to release the shadow if you want to rise, if you want to stay here, if you want to ascend. Otherwise, you will go with the karmic demise, okay? Because it's two realities. One is dark and one is light. You cannot have both. You cannot house both in your heart space. People can only see to where their shadow lies. It's a veil of illusion. Okay, that was Mount Shasta. It was the veil of illusion that kept you from seeing God, that kept you out of your heart space. Okay, so it's so important to understand this because it's not the way things have always been done. We cannot be in duality anymore. Okay, we cannot be playing an ego anymore. We cannot. All of third dimensional constructs, the shadow, they have to fall. Okay, we cannot hold on to them and expect to rise. You truly, truly, truly do have to heal it all. Okay, you truly do. Here we have the wolf moon. Look at this. This is a wolf moon, they call it. So no coincidences there. All right, let's see what these have to say. Ooh. I am courageous, steady, and strong. The lion, right? Sekhmet. I'm always surrounded by lions. Lions, the lion gate portals are some of the most profound ones that I've worked through. We're bringing through the return of Christ and things. Very important, especially for Sekhmet and Horus, the sun and the moon. Okay, this work is very real. The channel you find these cards on is not a normal channel. The return of Christ plays out on this channel. Okay, and I didn't know what I was doing until I was doing it and it was done. All right, because it was part of my own awakening. Sekhmet and Horus was very real. They're also part of the return of Christ. So is Adam and Eve, and we are right now in the return of Adam and Eve. So when I tell you these moon and sun portals are important, they're more important than you know. Okay, you have the strength and the courage of the lions by your side, but only if you accept it. Only if you call upon them and accept their strength, courage, and wisdom to help you ride these portals. But you must be willing to see all truths and release all emotions that hold you back. Okay, lack is the one thing that will hold you back in everything, not just manifesting. We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. We are all connected. Okay, nobody is less than or greater than. I don't like it how a lot of spiritual people talk about chosen ones. I happen to know for a fact that what determines a chosen one is by who's willing to do the work. Okay, God doesn't just pick, it's who's willing to do the work, whose heart is more open, whose heart is more pure, who's listening, who's paying attention, who's pushing past the resistance. That determines who goes and who doesn't. Okay, I unleash my wildness, and choose to be free. So I stand in strength and power, the unity of all one. I release all emotions and I choose to be free of the shackles that bind and the shadow that blinds. I trust the mystery of life. This and this kind of go together. It's like, I'm not supposed to know all the answers. I don't have to know all the answers. I give power over that. That was in the spellcasting too, is I kind of surrender the need to be in control where I don't even know what's happening. Okay, it's beyond my limited mind space. So I give power to spirit and I co-create with spirit once and for all. All right, I surrender the need to always be right and to always understand, and I open my heart freely and walk through the portal of the heart. Okay, I trust the change unfolding in my life. Okay, I trust the change unfolding in my life. These are profound changes, and people are looking for what's familiar. They're looking for something right in front of their eyes, but these changes have to be inner before they're outer. So if you don't do the work on the inner world, You will anchor into the karmic demise and fall with it. You cannot wait for the matrix to fall. Okay? Because if you do that and you didn't heal, you didn't make it through the portals. They're happening now. Okay? You either rise or you fall. It's up to the strength you house. It's up to the surrendering you play into and give into, and the healing you accept. All right? That's why the path to righteousness was actually priceless. It did everything for you. Conscious eating nourishes me. This one I'm feeling big time. It's time to detox some more of those foods, because a lot of foods were toxic. Okay? So whatever I put into my temple, my body, will either help me connect or hinder my ability to understand and see. This is exactly what I mentioned up here, is that when you do substances and when you have things in your body that aren't of high vibration, you cannot feel all of your emotions. It blocks you. You can't even smoke pot and heal fully. You cannot. Okay? You just cannot. You just cannot. All right, now I'm being called to the masculine moon deck here. Big changes are inbound, and it's important to prepare your body, mind, and soul, okay, for them to be working through you the way that they need to. We need to lighten the body load inner to rise with these frequencies. They are so high. These portals are so magnificently high in vibration. They are pyramid portals, okay? It's not a maybe. It's a real thing. The earth is shifting so much that if you don't shift with her, you fall with a shadow, because you have to be light. You have to be high vibration, and you have to be free of all those shadow components from food, because food also, there were a lot of poisons, a lot of genetic modifications, a lot of things that cloud you and keep you connected to the ego mind, right? Sometimes when our mind is like toxic and overwhelming, it can also be because we need to detox the body. Okay? So everything that we do right now should be light. Can't smoke, can't do anything like that. We need to be light. Okay? Light in our emotions, light in what we put into our body. We need to be lighter and lighter in frequency in order to rise to the new earth, because it truly is heaven on earth. It truly is the Garden of Eden. All over earth. When I rebirthed her, when I took us through all 13 portals, implemented them recently, because we are in the final timeline. We are in the portal of the Nile, which means that you are either rising now or you're not, and you don't get another chance. Okay? But the new earth is so light, it's so pure, it's so crystalline. We have to be a high vibration to match that. The earth shifts inside first. Okay? Yep, and of course with this full moon, it talks very loudly about what we need to release. This is here to help us release. But if we are afraid to feel deep into our heart space in ways that we have never accepted and felt before, we're not going to be able to receive it. Okay, and we need to receive each one in order to rise. Everything matters. Every choice you make matters. Every portal matters. And we're either rising with them or we're anchoring into the shadow. Okay, those are your only options, because it's the return of Christ. We either rise with it or we anchor into the shadow. Okay? All right. Oh, yes, this is exactly what I've been saying, okay? And there's a reason why these are coming out on the masculine side. This is everything I've said. Everything I've already said. Okay? It is time to release. All right? What do you need to release? It's a time for healing. We need to bring more love into the situation. Just like I said, this is very validating. We have to step out of our comfort zone. You cannot remain in your comfort zone. You cannot do things the same way anymore. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot remain connected to the matrix to make it through. You have to be bold and make the first move. This goes back to the song, hey, you sitting over there, get up out of your chair, okay? Work your body down. There's no time to funk around. Release it all, okay? That's what this moon is here to help you do, and it's very loud and clear. Your dreams need a practical plan, so it is time to live through our heart space and bring our dreams into reality, okay? These are things we've left hidden. These take strength and tenacity, all right? This is what I said, we can't be attached to the matrix anymore. We have to be pure sovereign. All right. I have to be a creator. I am a creator and I need to be a creator. I need to get out of my comfort zone and stop letting others control me, right? I'm in control. I'm in control of the money I create. I am in control of my reality, and it has to come from my heart space. Okay, so my dreams need to be incorporated into my reality now, not hidden in the shadows, not governed by the shadow in the matrix and living my life vicariously through the matrix to survive. We are powerful creators, okay? Everything we do, we need to bring more love into the situation. This is a true, profound time for healing, okay? We have to step out of our comfort zone. These moon things are going to force us out of our comfort zone, okay? But you have to be bold. You have to choose to heal. You have to choose to do the work, and those that do will rise. You have to push past the resistance, okay? Like the path to righteousness, it was such a beautiful gift, but there's resistance for a reason, because it will take you into new earth, but you have to choose love the whole way. So you have to choose love even to choose it, right? You have to be ready to open your heart and to rise and let go all of the pain, all of your past lives. It doesn't matter. This is a great reset, okay? So it's deep healing. This is deep healing of things you don't even know exist within you. All right? So through this full moon, allow what needs to be released to release. Allow what needs to be seen to be seen. Okay? Now they're calling on my Ascension deck. This deck I channeled and created during the portal activations. During activating the portals, all of the Ascension portals, from the pyramids to Sphinx portal, clearing Mount Shasta, those kinds of things, I was channeling and creating this deck through them. So they are Ascension lessons, healing lessons of the gods, okay? And that was fast. And then they want another one that I created. This is guidance from the other side, messages from our loved ones and guides. And that will finish this out for today. Very true. Through everything we do right now, it's about healing. But these moons, these full moons, you know, a lot of people want to manifest with them. And I'm going to tell you, don't manifest until you're on the upswing from the full moon. Granted, we can always manifest, but when we are in a low vibration, you want to kind of just let healing occur first, okay? We are always creating our reality no matter what I do, no matter what we do, but we don't want to create from the wounds, okay? We want to create from the love. We want to create from the vibration of love, okay? Ooh, this one's been coming through a lot lately. This one kind of goes with this one. Okay, this one goes with this one. A dream needs to be, why can't my dreams come true, right? Like, we've been taught to believe that it's not possible. Those are dreamers. We can't survive off dreams. Yes, we can, okay? Anything is possible, so why not your wishes and dreams? They would always tell us that we can't be an artist and survive. That's why you have the term starving artist. That's a mentality they wanted to give you. Your dreams are possible, and that is the key through. Okay, we have to live through our dreams. The unbelievable always comes through. Okay, the things we least expect, the unbelievable always comes through. All right, I wish I would have. I'm hearing let go of regrets. Let go of the past, because it will only hold you back. Okay, let go of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, because they will only hold you back. Those are based in lack. All right, you truly need to be free. Okay, when we choose to rise, our ancestors will also, because we're clearing that karmic tie. Okay, if there are people here in the physical, except our children, they have free will. All right, they have to do the work. They have the ability to do it, but they have to do the work. Okay, but we need to let go of the woulda, coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Let go of the past. I'm hearing very loudly. Let go of the past. Let it go. Because it's only going to hold you back, and it's based in lack. It doesn't matter anymore. The impossible always comes through, because if you're holding on to your past, I shoulda, coulda, wouldas, you're not creating that. You're going to recreate that in the now. Okay? Allow your dreams to be a focus and create the reality of those being you. All right? Be honest with yourself first. Then you will see honesty or dishonesty in others. So if we are lying to ourselves, we attract others who lie. We give permission to others that lie. Okay? But when we come full into the honesty of self, when we allow all truths to be seen, remember this full moon is a full circle here, because it's about allowing truths to be seen. Deep hidden truths of the world, inner and outer. When we allow honesty to be the reality, we set ourselves free. Okay? Even if it hurts. Maybe we don't want to see people's truths because it might hurt. That's okay. Let it hurt because it will fade. We need more love. And the way to get to more love is through truth. The truth shall set you free. Everything is brighter when we are aligned. Energy blocks through stagnation. So remember the song, these are full circle moments. Hey you, sitting over there, get up out of your chair. Work your body down, there's no time to funk around. Release it all out so that you can see clearly. Okay, you have to clear the shadow to see the light, or you won't. You will anchor into the darkness. Mysterious things begin to occur the moment we listen to the gentle messages Spirit brings. When you choose to listen to Spirit and co-create, amazing things happen, right? The world just goes, whoa. So many cool things happen if you give permission for it to happen, if you acknowledge it, if you live through the heart center. Amazing things happen. It's when you doubt them, it's when you try to control them, it's when you're based in lack and shadow, that it's more of that. Okay? But if you listen to the gentle messages Spirit brings, those nudges, if you push past the resistance and you look for communications with Spirit, your world, amazing things happen. Amazing things happen. Okay? And I do mean amazing things will happen. All right? So give yourself permission for amazing things to happen. Our final card will be a tarot card. So I hope you enjoyed the spell casting. You guys, the ascension messages are very loud because they have to be taken seriously. We have to take actions. Actions have to be taken. We have to change our inner world before our outer world can change. So we have to release and release and release. We have to understand that nothing can happen to you, only through you. It's free will based. Okay? It has to be through your choices, and your being ready to rise. Okay? Being ready to rise, but doing the work to get there. Ace of Pentacles. Yep. New abundance abounds, but it requires new ways of doing things. So that's what I'm hearing here. Ace of Pentacles. So we have new ideas, and again, Seven of Pentacles. New ideas, new ways of doing things. We have to choose wisely what we pick up and what we put down. Do them from new ways, new ideas, new birthing, new ways, new creations. We need to pick out from the past what doesn't work anymore, right? So the matrix, again, the matrix does not work for you anymore. You cannot create from the matrix and rise. You cannot. You will anchor into it. You guys, this is the return of Christ. So you either choose love and light, or you choose the shadow and fall, okay? Because the matrix is falling through a karmic play out. And if you anchor into that, if you're not willing to let go of the things that no longer work and no longer serve you, new ways of creation won't come through, okay? Abundance is going to be through sovereign creations, your dreams, your heart-centered passions, okay? Balance from the heart center is where prosperity lies in the new earth, okay? So be willing to accept the changes, get out of your comfort zone, release what no longer serves you, and open up to brand new, beautiful babies, right? New creations coming through. New creations, Ace of Pentacles, new ideas, new insight, new ways of creating, new abundance abounds. But it can't be through what doesn't serve you anymore. It can only be through new ways of being, heart-centered creation flow. 444 right when I'm ending this. So much love to you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the spell casting. Go back through it, pause over the spell casting. Say it again if you would like to, but it's here to help you through this portal, okay? For those who are ready, for those that can accept it, right? So much love to all of you, and I will see you next time. Be sure to check out the Return of Christ work. In my Return of Christ playlist, it's the actual workshops, okay? Some of those videos are the actual work. The activating pyramids is the actual work, all right? So you have to be willing to watch it clearly. 4444.